This is a matchup of ACC versus Big 12. Two conferences perpetually battling for respect, added intrigue with both teams ranked in the top 15. And welcome to Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Kernstreet. Kirk, let's get right to the action. And the Seminoles will kick this away to get us going. Here's the return from inside the 5. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. They finally get him, but that's a great return. The last line of coverage guys just able to corral him at a great spot to start this drive. back to pass. It's Russell. Receiver makes the catch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, 2 top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's now going to bring up 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. Punt team ready to boot it away. We'll see what he can do with the return. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Shotgun, he'll hand it off. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Good push up front and great acceleration by this back. I tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now of a combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warwick Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
Big throw by the quarterback off the RPO. Now here he goes. They finally stop him. Big play. Moves the ball to the 22.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends that are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
See what they have in mind here. And it's a direct snap. Defense not fooled by the Wildcat, but just a short gain on the play.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Pass is caught. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal right there.
But these guys clearly weren't even thinking about a field goal on this one. They know that field goals won't win a game like this anyway, so be aggressive. And now it's 1st and goal.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. No way to run up the middle.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there and the team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this no stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
And he knocks through the PAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Looking to scramble now. Breaks loose at the 45. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first. Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
To throw, it's Russell.
Wide open downfield.
They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Alabama's offense now lining up on first and goal. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. The offense knocking on the door here with a first and goal. The shotgun running play call. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Check this out. It's a 5-wide receiver look on second and goal. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw.
But what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
Touchdown, Alabama, as they put 6 more on the board. Kicking team out for the PAT try. PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. Offense showing a bunch formation now. Fire to the right side, complete. In the clear of the 25. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
So quickly, all the way up to the 36, and it's first down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4. The Noles will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
That's a really good run by this offense. And, Chris, here they go. Up-tempo offense looking for a first down.
And it's hauled in way downfield. Force out of bounds, but not before the football's moved inside the 10. It'll be first down and goal.
Boy, that's got to be a breakdown in coverage or a missed assignment. There's no way that a receiver should be that wide open.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. No gain makes it second down and goal from the 5. Makes a quick catch. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. defense smothers him for no gain. They'll pass up the chip shot field goal. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. Launching one to the end zone. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a huge 4th down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did.
This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. And here's the handoff. Who's going to lose yards? The defense makes a play to end the first. So after a competitive, fun first quarter, we are all even. Let's check out some of the stats from that first period. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Russell. He's wide open. Look out. They stop him, but it's a first down.
A nice throw and a great catch by another Alabama wide receivers. That's really where we are anymore with Alabama. You just come to expect great receivers like this. You think back in recent years to Amari Cooper, and Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. The list goes on and on. Boy, they've got some great-looking receivers on this squad.
That's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Big shot here early in the game by the offense, but, man, you got to give the defense a lot of credit. Not surprised at all or caught off guard, but it's aggressive chance by this offense and good position to take that throw away.
And he's going to heave it deep right down the middle. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So no return here. He takes him in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Last time the defense got a big 4th down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. And they'll run it out of the shotgun.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on 1st down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this 2nd down.
Look at a pass here on 2nd down. Makes a quick grab. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. The Seminoles hustle to the line to run the hurry up. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. And the pass is just thrown away. Clearly intentional grounding. And here comes the penalty marker. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wideout. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. He could go. At the 10 now. Touchdown. Crimson Tide. A crucial pick 6.
Boy, what a tough blow for this offense. Already in field goal range, and the quarterback puts one in the defense's arms, and he takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Huge momentum swing here in the 1st half.
And the point after is right down the middle. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. are bunched together. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Makes the grab. It's Barry Johnson. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Incompletion makes it second and short.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Receiver makes the grab. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Running out of time in the pocket. And he'll just throw that one away to avoid what would have been a sack.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking deep to the right side. And it's incomplete again. 4th down coming up.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things. It allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
After 3 straight incompletions, can they connect this time? And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Looking for his back. He's got it. That is enough for a first down. They stop him, but not before he reaches the 35. This offense really threatening now.
That's what you love to see from the quarterback, recognizing the receivers past the marker, and a good job by the receiver to know where he needed to go to get that first down.
Direct snap. Breaks into open space. He's in the clear. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8.
Boy, really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's 1st and goal for the offense.
So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's 1st and goal. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now. And the Knowles will come to the line to run the hurry up. Looking to score with a run to the right. Also out of bounds, close to the end zone.
But he moves the battle to line of scrimmage here on 2nd down to bring up this 3rd down. Now as a play caller, you really got to be thinking about pass pro and giving this quarterback a chance to throw the football to get this into the end zone.
The crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. Finds an open target on the left side. Touchdown, Knowles. A great catch and run for 6. Can you say methodical? A marathon march for just pounding away and wearing down that defense.
They just kept moving the sticks and moving the sticks until they got into the red zone, and they just kept moving the sticks until they got into the end zone. What a drive.
Not a long kick, fielded inside the 25. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Running back with the football.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
The pocket breaking down. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Tackle made after a big gain. Ball moves to the 21. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they're spotted inches short of a 1st down.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a 1st down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Looking to throw. It's Russell. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
And it's a direct snap. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. He's got a man down the middle. He picks up the 1st down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Receiver in motion now. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Short pass finds the tight end.
I mean, we're not even to halftime yet, and I don't think this guy wants to take a break once we get to the half. That's his 5th catch and counting.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Snags the quick throw. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. It's press coverage now from these DBs. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The junior trying to take a shot, but overthrows his man.
Well, that's a great job by this defense of getting pressure with only 3 pass rushers. They can use 8 back in coverage. It makes it very difficult to find an open man. But boy, you'll play that defense all day if you can get that kind of pressure with just 3 guys.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Drop back here on 3rd down. Tries to get it to the running back. Grab near the sticks. It's Smith. Clutch conversion on 3rd there. Sets him up 1st down from the 31.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. They bring him down, a chance to turn that into points just before halftime.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
So they start the drive here, looking to make something happen in the final seconds before halftime. Pressure is coming. Catch made on the left side. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Dropping back, it's Russell. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Looking for a fast start, trying to take control of the game here in the third quarter. First and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quick completion to the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. And the Seminoles looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
And there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
Looking to throw it on first down. It's an out route, the catch made. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
But good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw. And you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee. A quarterback that can make throws like this.
Brought down, but the gain moves the ball all the way to the plus 42.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
And looking to throw now on first down. Looking for his big tight end. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Not much. But that's an important takeaway. Sets up the offense at the 34.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack because right now, this isn't working.
Powers through. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Moves out of the pocket. Looking deep down the left side. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Looking to pass. It's Russell. Incomplete. As good as he threw the ball, that's a big third down defensive play.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Trying for a 4th down completion. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Looking to chuck it again. The pass rush closing in. Takes a hit just as he lets it fly.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Breaks free. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Boy, when you can rip off a huge gain like that on a touch pass, it forces the defense to be more cognizant of the pre-snap motion to the edges. Now the pre-snap motion calls should keep that second-level defenders guessing.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Looking to throw. It's Russell. Gets made on the out route. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down to 17.
The key on a 3rd down between a quarterback and a wide receiver is the timing. That quarterback knows that he's got to get the ball out quickly and on time to give his receiver a chance to not just make the catch and stay in bounds, but to be able to give him a chance to maybe get upfield and make a play.
They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Grab behind the line. It's Lewis. Touchdown, tie. This quarterback on fire today. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT.
That's taking advantage of a matchup there, Chris, by the quarterback finding his receiver. He puts the ball up in the air where he can make a play on it, and they come up with that touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Lets it go quickly. Makes the catch downfield. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? Touchdown, Florida State. Too much speed for the defense.
Chris, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver here is exceptional. Great route here to sell that post to the inside and then break it off to the corner. And the quarterback anticipates it well, puts it on the money for that touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Lewis. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. They stop him right at the 24.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. QB bootlegs here. He escapes the pocket. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
What a great job here by the defender on a deep ball downfield. One of the toughest things to do is get your head turned back, locate the football. He does it perfectly and bats it away.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. He hands it to the back. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. Are you serious? The offense going for it inside their own 30. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Looking for the wideout. And the pass is batted down, broken up on 4th down. What a play.
I really thought that this was going to work out. Showing an aggressive approach here. Going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Quick throw to his receiver. What a catch! Touchdown, Seminoles. This offense cannot be stopped.
Well, that's the 2nd touchdown catch already in just the 1st half. You can guarantee the coach on the other side is trying to make every adjustment he can to slow this guy down.
The BAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the 3rd quarter. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lewis. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Play action here on 1st down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
To the air. It's Russell. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. Downfield shot, falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, that's just a miscommunication here. That's busted coverage by the defense. There's no way you can leave a receiver that open. The only problem for the offense is the quarterback misses the throw. That's a touchdown.
After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Great start to the drive, but now back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Looking to throw yet again. Grab down the middle. It's Shelton. They bring him down at the 45, but a solid gain to keep this drive going.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his...
Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Could take it all the way. He steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Boy, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Finds the receiver wide open. Touchdown, Knowles. What an amazing comeback here.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
Bringing it out, it's Lewis. And he's brought down to the 16, looking better off leading it in the end zone for a touchback. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Keeping it on the ground here. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
On the move now. It's a deep shot to the right. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. That's a solid return after the interception.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender, and he throws the interception.
The offense starts with excellent field position. That goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete, even on a 1st down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dreamed about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
Tried to squeeze one in there, but it's incomplete. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Caught by the receiver. Defense stops him short of the 1st down marker, and that'll do it for the 3rd quarter of play. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. Rolling the dice a bit, up 1 possession and going for it on 4th down. And the quarterback dropping back. It's a quick grab. Tackle to the 28. This offense threatening now. Another 1st down.
Oh, the defense blows an opportunity. You get them the 4th down, a chance to get the ball back to your offense, and instead it's a 1st down, and now this one could be over.
And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking to scramble. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings out 4th down now. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. points on the board. And that will extend their lead even further. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He'll return it from inside the 5. And the return man steps out of the 28. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Moves out of the pocket. On the run here, lets it go. The quarterback delivers complete to the right side. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Getting set. Here's second down. Back to throw. It's Russell. He escapes the pocket. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Here comes 3rd and long. Trailing in the game. Giving up that sack earlier could prove to be decisive. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
He's running out of time here. And it's incomplete as the defense gets a big 4th down stop.
Well, down late in this football game by more than a possession, they obviously had to go for this. They just couldn't come up with the execution.
And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They settled for a field goal in the last possession. They're looking for the end zone, no doubt, here. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
That ball just seemed to sail on. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch in bounds, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
And the back now goes in motion. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. And this pass is caught. Brought down, but broke a tackle. It's a solid gain there.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Bringing pressure. There's no one to throw to there on 3rd down. And now it's a 4th down coming up.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on 3rd and short. Unable to come up with a 1st down. Now here at 4th down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
The Noles will look to convert here on 4th down. 4th down, look at a throw for it. And this one is caught. Brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Nice gain.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the 1st down.
Now to test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fix. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
On the move now. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
They convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. Seminoles will come to the line looking to convert on 4th down. And it's intercepted, the last thing they could afford. Across midfield. At the 30 now. The 10. Touchdown, Alabama. A long-distance defensive touchdown. Wow.
I can appreciate the aggressive approach by this offense, but it backfires on him, and now you give the opponent a chance to really cut into the lead and come right back and have a chance to win this game.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. State offense heads back onto the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. He shreds the tackle. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line. And the Noles come up to the line in a hurry-up.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
A crucial play in this game. It's 3rd down and 2. Try and muscle for the first down. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
They get just enough for the first down here. Nice job by the offensive line, controlling the line of scrimmage and giving the back a chance to pick up the first down.
And the Seminoles have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback drops back. Looking to scramble. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to work the clock and preserve this lead. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. Pounding away with the run game. Stop right there at the line. No gain. Now a timeout taken by the defense trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Defense is coming after him. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Chris, I just don't know about this call. I like the aggressive approach, but at this point, late in the game, playing with the lead, 3rd down and long, maybe you run the ball. You know, work that clock. Continue to think about the big picture. Now you're facing 4th down and long, and I think you got to punt it away and hope the defense can secure a victory.
Let's it fly to the wideout. And it's intercepted, a crushing play.
Oh, my gosh. This defense got exactly what they needed. An interception at the right time to get the ball back to their own quarterback and offense to go down and potentially win this game.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They come out down 3 with the clock running out of time. Can they make a play right now? And the senior able to make the stop after a short game.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Scanning the field. It's Russell. Caught quickly. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. A bullet, but it's incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Chris, this is it. It comes down to this 4th down play to be able to stay in this football game. They've got to convert to be able to keep their hopes alive. Can this quarterback deliver and make the play?
So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Their last chance here. Moves out of the pocket. He's going to take off here. No, he didn't make it. They stopped him short on 4th down. That could be the play of the game, and that could do it.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or 2 beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, defense comes up with a stop, and they get the ball back.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Winding down, this offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football. And now a timeout taken by the defense trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. There's the handoff. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that 1st down marker. Will send the punt team onto the field. So on that kick it away, keeping his team with field position. So what an entertaining battle here today. But in the end, Kirk, the #1 ranked team couldn't make enough plays to dodge the upset here.
Well, it's hard to have your fastball working every single week when you have that bullseye. And sometimes the pressure is just too much. And you make some mistakes that you don't normally do. And I think that's exactly what we saw today.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.